We are in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and in this video, we're going to show you everything to see and do on Hatteras Island. From the tallest lighthouse in the USA at Cape Hatteras to the small towns of Buxton, Avon, Waves, and Rodanthe, and of course, the amazing beaches here. First stop this morning while we're out exploring the Outer Banks, we are in the town of Buxton and we are at Orange Blossom Cafe. It's morning, we need coffee, and I've heard there's something called an apple ugly here that we must try. Let's go get it. This thing weighs like 2 pounds. What? Oh my God. So this is called an apple ugly, and it has come highly recommended. And basically it's like a cinnamon roll with a little bit of glaze and some apples in it. So we're gonna cut this thing in half so me and Jason can share it, because you definitely don't need one each. Oh my God. So look, there's apples all mixed in with the cinnamon and sugar and breading.
Is it moist, honey?
Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Oh.
It's a squishy little pillow of deliciousness.
Okay, I'm going in.
Oh.
Oh, it's really hot.
Oh, it's hot too. It didn't look hot. I thought it was cold. It looks cold. Fresh out of the oven then. Fresh baked. It smells divine.
That is so good. It's not overly sweet. So, you know, when you think cinnamon roll, you think of just power punch of sweetness. So it's got the cinnamon, it's got the apples, but it's not like super, super sweet. So that's good. So it's not like overpowering.
Good ratios.
Oh my God, very good ratios. This is delicious. You have to try this.
And you don't have, it's not heavily frosted. Slide this baby over here. Golly, this thing is nuts. Oh yeah, it's really warm and like super soft, y'all. Like just looking at it doesn't look as soft as it is. When you touch it, it is so soft.
Look at all those apples.
Look at all those apples.
Oh
Little
God.
diced pieces of apples. You got some pretty good sized chunks. So yeah, I see what you're saying. Really nice balance of flavors. The cinnamon and the sweetness and a little bit of the tartness of the apples all mixed together really nicely. Very nice balance. It's dense, but it's like fluffy at the same time.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. And it's got that nice crust, outer bark. That is killer. I see what the rave is about. The hard thing is going to not eat it all. Look at all those apples.
Yeah.
And that one bite, that's my bite.
That's all yours.
You gotta come check this place out. This is awesome.
So we are starting our exploration of the Outer Banks at the southernmost point, which is Cape Hatteras. And here is the famous Cape Hatteras Lighthouse. As you can see, it is currently under construction. It's being refurbished because it's quite old. So we can't go inside of it, but we're still gonna check out the area.
This is part of the Cape Hatteras National Seashore and is the largest or tallest lighthouse in America. It spans 210 feet, which is really tall. And it's got this paint job, looks like a zebra, so it's got black and white stripes going up it so you can see it from a really far distance. It was built in 1870, so it's old as well.
So you can walk over sort of close to the lighthouse and you can see pretty close up, it looks like they've stripped all the paint off the brick as they're refurbishing it, and I'm assuming they're gonna repaint it with that same distinctive pattern. That would be so cool to climb it. I hate that it's still under construction. Dang it.
It is massive.
It's really tall.
It's massive. Yeah, over there, I was like, it doesn't look that tall, but when you walk up to it, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
It is big. It's a big lighthouse. I wish we could go in it, man.
Me too. So you can see we're walking through a construction zone, but there is a museum over here. So that's what we're walking towards, that white building.
I don't want to hear about anybody complaining about moving ever again, especially after seeing this. This is crazy.
So in 1999, they picked up the entire lighthouse and moved it because it was so close to the edge of the shore and the shore was starting to erode. They moved it a little bit more inland, but literally this is the biggest lighthouse in the United States, and they picked it up and they moved it. That's quite impressive. And this is why you walk into museums, because you never know what you're going to find out. This is cool. And it says right here, it cost $11.8 million to move and reset up the lighthouse at its new location. And well, of course, we're on the Outer Banks and it's all about the beaches, right? So we're going to check out as many beaches as we can along our explorations today. So since we are right here by the lighthouse, this is Lighthouse Beach. So you can see this is where the lighthouse originally was, and the seashore, you know, erodes over time. So that's why they had to pick it up and move it. But beach time. This is a good shelling beach too. And see, I've got that one white one that's whole. Most of them are fragments, but what they are is they're smooth pieces. So they've been worked by the water and the sand, and they make these beautiful pieces. But if you look at the ground, it's literally tons and tons and tons of shells. It is so windy that sometimes when the wind blows, it blows that sand on you and it feels like little needles prickling your legs. But it is a beautiful day. The sun is coming out intermittently, but I'm out here without sunglasses on, so it's not too bad. Woo! There it goes. Ow. Little needles all over my body. So there are tons of these deep, dark holes, little bitty holes on the beach. I'm assuming it's some sort of crab that's made them, but they're all over the place. But no crabs have emerged. Maybe they're nocturnal, I'm not sure. If you know what kind of crab it is that makes these holes, leave a comment down below because I'm curious.
One of the things I love about the Outer Banks is there's so many like stop-offs along the national seashore that you can just have access. It's public access. You can come out here, it's free, and enjoy the beach. We happen to be right here next to the lighthouse, so it's pretty epic. Got the lighthouse, got the beach right here on the Outer Banks. The waves are crashing onto the shore. Big waves too. It's super windy because you're so far out in the Atlantic that you're just getting pummeled by the winds. This morning was calmer, but that's why you'll see a lot of windsurfing and kite surfing here. It's a huge sport down here because it's so windy.
Found it. Found the crab. It's fast. This is my shell haul just from one beach, and I could have picked up a lot more. There's so many out there. Most of them are broken, but that's okay because when they're broken, they've been washed up into the sand and the surf, and they get these beautiful smooth edges. I just love them. I'm gonna have a nice little shell collection after the end of this trip. Yeah, Jason mentioned all these great little pull-offs. So I've actually made a Google map with all of these cool points along the entire stretch of the Outer Banks. And we're at a spot now called Kite Point. And it is a parking lot where you can stop here. And this is where all the kite surfers go out into the sound. And right now I can see a bunch of them out there because it's so windy. Great place to either come watch them, or if you're gonna kite surf yourself, to go out. One thing that I just noticed that's very, very cool is this entire parking lot is crushed shells. So it's all white shells, and I just looked down like, oh, that's not rocks, that's shells. How neat. One of the things I love about the Outer Banks is just the drive. This is Highway 12. It runs all the way from the south, all the way up to the north. We are in the southern part right now. But you just drive through these open expanses of seashore, and then you drive through all these little towns. And so through the little towns, you can see all of the beach houses that are up on stilts. Some people, there's their permanent residents that live here year round, but a lot of these are vacation homes. So most people who come to the Outer Banks, they're staying in one of these. We're at a campground. We'll show you that later. But I just love that you can just drive through here and see all the different areas that you can go to. And each of these towns has restaurants and things to do too. And it's getting close to lunchtime, so we may stop and have lunch pretty soon. We hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos to come. So we are at Ketch 55 in Avon for lunch. And we decided to split lunch, and I'm so glad we did because this thing is massive. Let me read this description to you, okay? This is a torta cubana, thinly sliced beef, sausage, ham, Oaxaca cheese, fried egg, tomato, onion, pickled chilies, avocados, beans, and mayonnaise on telera bread. This is the biggest sandwich I've ever seen. I think we only need to split a half of a half. It's literally that big, but man, it looks good. This is a half, and then we cut the other half into 2 smaller halves. Look at that inside. Oh my goodness.
My sandwich is better than your sandwich. I can tell you that right now. I have cut me a portion that I can fit in my stomach. Let's go for it.
And this is what came highly recommended from the waitress. We always like to ask the wait staff, what is the best thing on the menu? And this is what she said to get. And by the look on your face.
That's good. Wow. A lot of things going on. Fried egg, the avocado. What was that fried thing in there? Is that a fried tomato? No, this. What is this?
That looks like the thinly sliced beef.
It is like a chicken fried steak patty, sort of. No, here's the thinly sliced beef right here.
Oh, well, then I don't know what that is.
I've said all the ingredients, but God, it's good. That fried egg's cooked perfectly.
Yeah, what's cool is all the restaurants in the Outer Bank are these like small establishments. There's no chain restaurants at all. So you're always going to try something new down here. There are so many different flavors going on there. And oh my gosh, that's a hot chili. Jason can handle the hot chilies. Ooh, my lips are burning.
To me, that gives it such good flavor.
It does, but it's hot.
And it's pressed. It's a pressed sandwich, like a Cubana.
Wow.
This is like the fattest Cubana you'll ever eat.
It is.
It's good though.
It's really good.
Look at this bread. The bread is really soft, but it has the nice charred ends. And kind of like charred a little bit underneath, but not overdone. So you get that good char bite too. This won't be for everybody, but this is for people that got a big appetite and are hungry.
If one person ate that whole thing, I would hate to see how they felt afterwards.
Oh, I could. I'm not. I'm having a problem stopping, literally.
It's so big. What I love about this area is that there are so many beach access points. And we're talking, over 100 miles of the Outer Banks. And it's almost all beachfront. There are literally 3 cars in this parking lot. This is Kinnakeet Beach access point. So it is a parking lot. It is us and 2 other cars. So let's go check out this beach. So some of these pull-offs are right on the beach. Like Lighthouse Beach that we went to, literally, you parked your car, there was the beach. This one, you park your car, you walk through the sand dunes to the beach. But I think it'll be worth it. Those are pretty. Been seeing those all over. Aw, thank you, honey.
I need 2 of them.
Thank you.
One behind each here. I love that they let you pull your vehicles on the beach. So a lot of the fishermen, they'll just back up to the water, and they got pole holders in the back of their truck beds, and they're fishing from their trucks on the beach. And some people just have their camping stuff set up. You can actually camp on the beach. Fires are permitted in some areas.
You can camp on this beach?
You can camp in this area, in some of the areas. Some of the areas are not permitted, but there's a lot of permitted areas where you can. But I just think it's so cool that you can come out here. You got to have a 4-wheel drive, though. That's the only thing. You got to, and I'm not sure quite yet if you have to have a certain permit for it, but I'm seeing all these people driving up and down the beach, but I do know you have to have a 4-wheel drive. But how cool is that? Ellie is not 4-wheel drive. That's why you hadn't seen her on the beach, because I was already looking into it. I'm like, I got to get Ellie on the beach. But no, you got to have a 4-wheel drive. That's the rule. For obvious reasons.
Yes, you don't want to get stuck.
Yeah.
I mean, how cool is this? Look, you don't see anybody else on the beach. There was one family on the beach when we got here. They just left. It's literally just me and Jason. I see little people way down there. And then on this side, you've got the people fishing on this end. But That's what's so cool about these beaches. You know, you'll get some that are, you know, have a lot of people, like Lighthouse Beach had more people, but this one, you could have a beach almost completely to yourself. Where else are you gonna get that? Oh my God. I love that about the Outer Banks because it's so big, so long, and there's so many coastline of beaches that you can find spots like this. So there are these access points all along the highway where if you have a permit, because it shows you have to have a permit to go past here, where you can drive your 4x4 onto the beach.
You got to be 4-wheel drive. Speed limit is 15 miles an hour, and your tires have to be less than 20 psi so that you won't sink into the sand. So you got to air up your tires a little bit. I think that's a small sacrifice to drive your vehicle out on the beach.
More beach. What's cool is we just went 2-3 miles down the road from where we were to find this spot, and it's just like literally hundreds of miles of beach. So just kind of pick a spot, pull over, and I love that they're not busy beaches. There's, you know, maybe a dozen people out here right now. We're at the Rodanthe Pier right now. We're about to go walk out, but Jason's looking at all the tackle. He does have a saltwater fishing pole that he just bought and hasn't got to use yet. So we're gonna take a look out on the pier, and he might do some fishing today or tomorrow. He's bought so much fishing gear this trip.
All right, so I racked up. Feel good about this. I was talking to the guys there, picking their brain. I already got a bottom rig like this, but I wanted this one with the beads. Just want to see which one's better. But they're like, yeah, this is what you want to fish with, especially when the water is murky like this. And I said, well, what do you recommend for clear water? And he said, I got you lure. And that's this one right here. He said, this works really good when the water's clear. So I was like, well, I need an option for that as well. And they said, here lately, the fish been liking the color pink. So that's gonna change, but cool. And then I says, well, you know, as far as bait goes, live bait is good, right? He said, yeah. I said, just take some shrimp, cut it in little pieces. You can take one little shrimp, cut it in about 3 pieces. Put a piece on here, a piece on here, throw it out there and let it sink to the bottom. Just wait for the fish to grab it. Basically like catfishing, which I'm familiar with. So, all right, I'm gearing up, y'all. And what goes better with a pier than a beer?
And we got our sightseeing passes for the day, $2 per person for all day.
Oh, tonight we can come
here.
back.
Yeah.
It's where you hang your big catch. Right now, I'm the only catch we got.
Well, we have enjoyed our day out exploring, but now it is time to just sit and relax. So we are back at our RV park. We stay at the KOA and the KOA Camp Hatteras RV park, and it has beach access. So we are right here on Rodanthe Beach. I can literally look down to my left and see the Rodanthe Pier. And we've got our chairs, we've got some cold beverages, and we're gonna sit here and relax for a bit and just watch the ocean waves roll in until we get ready to go have some dinner.
You say some people were catching baby sharks over there?
Yep, I saw 2 baby sharks get caught on the pier today.
All right, that's what I thought, because I had a thought come to mind as I'm sitting here watching everybody swimming. Where baby sharks are, mama and daddy sharks are.
Oh yeah, they are.
I hope no one becomes a little snack.
You wanna go for a swim?
Sure.
We have the absolute best of both worlds right now where we're sitting. So I love coming to the beach in the afternoon or the evening when the sun is starting to go like back, but not completely back, because we're sitting up on a sand dune and the dune is giving us shade. So out there on the beach is sunny. The people that are playing in the ocean, it's all sunny. So we're getting the sun, but we're not in the sun. I love it. No sunburn for me. Don't even have to put sunscreen on right here.
I love the Outer Banks beaches. And here's why. They're beautiful. You know, we're from Louisiana, so we've been going to the Panhandle, the Florida, Emerald Coast, all our lives. Gulf Coast, you know, Pensacola Beach, Destin, and they're wonderful. It's like kind of like going to the Caribbean. Some of the best beaches, if not the best beaches in the world, with the white powdery sand beaches, and that is a definite spot to go. But I love coming here because it's different than what we're used to over there. It's more laid back. It's not as touristy.
Very laid back here.
You can drive your vehicles out on the beach. You can see wild horses roaming about in certain areas on the national seashore. But this is a national seashore. It's very wild and natural. And that's what I love about it. You really feel, I don't know, like it's just untapped. And with that said, I was sitting here looking at all these waves. The waves here on the East Coast, this Atlantic Ocean, they're coming in, they're powerful, they're bigger. The water's not quite as pretty, but there's a power to it that I just love.
Absolutely, I agree. It's very windy, can you tell? But the wind is what I was going to say something about. God, I look so silly though. Okay,
who cares?
Let's do it like this. The wind over here has really changed this beach since we were here last summer. So last summer, you know, it just looked like, you know, regular sandy beach. This time, the sand is pushed way, way back, and it's like the dunes are bigger. And where you can really see it is the walkways, the wooden walkways going across the sand dunes and down onto the beach. They're half covered in sand. So the wind has literally pushed the sand up onto the land. It's wild. It's cool coming back here, you know, one year after another to see the differences. So I'm curious, we're going to go down to the big sand dunes later this week, and they say that those are ever changing as well. So wind and sand, it's going to look different every time you come here.
Yeah, yesterday was crazy windy. You looked on your phone and it had the forecast, you know, on your weather app. Just nothing but wind, super windy. But we got blasted by the sand. And it's like major sand blasting, beach exfoliation going on. You can feel it. It's kind of the equivalent of going about 60 miles an hour in rough seas with no wind chill. And it's raining. And it's just all hitting you at once, super fast at 60 miles. Pins and needles is what it feels like.
So we are laying in our RV in the Outer Banks, and we decided that we're going to actually try and watch the show Outer Banks on Netflix because we've never seen this before.
And today is all about fishing. So yesterday we came out here to the Rodanthe Pier, and Jason just had that itch for fishing. And when we were in Emerald Isle, he bought him a really good saltwater ocean fishing pole. So he had the rig already, so we just got some live bait in here, paid for a day pass. You don't need a fishing license here at the pier as long as you're paying for the day pass. I have a sightseeing pass because I am not fishing. I'm just hanging out today. But we're going to see what we can catch.
Oh, it's a baby shark. Baby shark.
Aww. Sharky!
Blacktail. With the shrimp. You took the shrimp. Gotta be careful, they don't bite you. Now we gotta get the hook out.
So I went for a walk to the van and Jason caught a baby shark. Literally a baby shark. That's insane. And then I look down and I see a jellyfish off the pier. So I'm not getting in this water. There's sharks and jellyfish not swimming over here. Jason caught another. That's a good sized fish too. Ooh, it's a pretty one.
Pigfish.
Huh?
Pigfish.
Pigfish?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay. That's pigfish.
Pigfish.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm catching. I'm just catching beginner's luck, I think.
Yeah, when we were in Emerald Isle, we walked on the pier. We didn't fish in Emerald Isle, but we just walked out on the pier and nobody was catching anything. But here, everybody's catching fish. They're not big fish. Now that sea mullet was big enough to keep, and actually we gave it to another fisherman and he kept it. But it's just cool. You know, you're out here and you're fishing and you're catching fish. And if we wanted to, like that one that he's cutting up for bait, I mean, it's big enough. Like if you wanted to keep it and eat it yourself, you could. Of course, you're not going to try and eat the sharks, but it's just, this is fun. I'm not fishing at all. I'm just watching, and I'm just enjoying watching. Jason's caught a lot, and then everyone around us is catching too. So we have stopped at Waves Market and Deli because everybody at the KOA has told us we have to come here and get a sandwich. So we've ordered our sandwich and we're waiting for a name to be called. So we're walking around, and this is also a massive liquor store. So things that I've never seen before they have here, like this. Angry Orchard Light. These are only 120 calories, whereas standard Angry Orchard is like 250. So that's cool. And Jason's finding some spiked sparkling waters. So we're going to try something new here that I've never seen the Angry Orchard Light. That's really, really cool. What you got?
So I found these Topo Chico ranch water hard seltzer. They got 100 calories versus 95, Spindrift has, but it doesn't have it has 0 sugar, and it's only got 2 grams of carbohydrates.
And that one's just lime, so I think you'll like that flavor better than all the...
And I know I like the Topo Chico sparkling water.
You do like the
It's
Topo
really good.
Chico.
So I
Let's
think I'm
try
gonna go with
those.
that. This has got less sugar, less carbs.
All right.
It doesn't have as many flavors, but I really don't like all those flavors anyway. Holy moly. I am so excited for this. So we were told by some locals here at the KOA Kampground last night at the pool, you gotta go to the Waves Market just down the road and get a deli sandwich. And it's also like a little grocery store as well. You can buy beer, groceries. It's a little on the expensive side, but in a pinch, you got everything you need there. But the sandwich, $14 for this gigantic sandwich. And
That's a good deal.
they said it's one of the biggest sandwiches that they have. It's called the Big Stanley. And look at this thing, you guys.
Oh my.
So Lisa and I are gonna split it. There's just an enormous amount of bacon, turkey, roast beef, American cheese, lettuce and tomato, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I don't see any mayo on it.
I think it has
There's a little
mayo.
mayo, but look at this.
It's so big. Oh my God.
I mean, which half do you want, Lisa?
I don't care. I think they're equally ginormous.
So, look at that, you guys.
Wow.
It's the size of my face.
It is.
So, without further ado, there is no tomato on there. We could add tomato.
I can add tomato.
We're gonna add some tomato, and we're gonna add a little bit more mayo because it's a meat sandwich. It's so much meat, you can't hardly taste anything else. So we're gonna have to spruce this bad boy up a little bit, but it's killer. The bread's super soft and that deli meat, absolutely delicious. Lots of cheese. I put like 3 layers of cheese, like 1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
1, 2, and 3.
And it's pepper jack, right?
Yeah. Pepper jack. I can't remember what cheese, honestly. It may be pepper jack or American.
It's one or the other.
It's just cheese on there, a lot of it. Yeah, so good.
Well, we have come over to Waves Village for coffee. They have a coffee shop over here, and this is the Kitty Hawk Kiteboarding Center. And we just found a picnic table back here in the back, and we were watching these kiteboarders. And so yesterday we saw a bunch of people down at Kite Point, and let me tell you, the people out here today, they know what they're doing. I think because they do lessons here, so I don't know if these are the instructors out here or what, but these guys are crazy. I mean, going way up in the air. I mean, right now there's a guy that's like 10 feet off the water.
Doing tricks.
Oh my God.
Spinning around, and it's shallow out there, so when they fall, they can pretty much stand up. It's about waist deep. It's really shallow out there.
This is just wild sitting here watching. I mean, they are getting some serious airtime. As I literally see from that end to that end, probably 20, maybe 20 kiteboarders. This is so cool.
And that's why they're all on the sound, because it's way more windy on
yeah.
this side, on the sound side, than it is the beach side.
We're also noticing the people that are doing it are very much in shape.
Yeah, there's not an ounce of fat on them anywhere.
No, watching this and just seeing, I can only imagine the muscle strength it takes to rein that kite in. This is cool. Well, we enjoyed those sandwiches at lunch so much that we went back to Waves Deli to get hot sandwiches for dinner. And they said these are not as big as the big Stanley that we had for lunch, so we did get two. But looking at this thing, oh my God, it's massive. So I got, it's called the Pig Pen, which is a pulled pork sandwich. Check out this thing. Oh my gosh, look at the size of that. Okay, here's my hand. It's so big.
Dang.
Dang.
Their bread is so good.
And what'd you get?
I got the Maui Wowie, which is ham, Swiss cheese, pineapple.
What?
Look at that. Mustard. There's the pineapple.
That looks amazing.
Shaved deli ham on what kind of bread did they say this is?
I don't remember.
I
I think it's a Kaiser bun.
Okay, so it's turkey ham. There's the turkey and the ham, Swiss cheese,
all melty and
a
hot.
big, huge thing of pineapple.
And Zapp's chips. We're from Louisiana, y'all, so we like the Zapp's chips, and we've never seen Big Cheesy before.
That's wild. That's delicious. That pineapple, that tartness and the acidity of the pineapple with that sweetness of that ham. It's almost like a honey ham, and then that chicken. And look, they pile on the meat.
Oh my God.
So there's tons of meat, and the cheese is real thick. I'm not sure what the juice is from, if that's from the pineapple or whatever.
Probably a little bit of everything.
I can't taste any. There's no lettuce or tomato or anything on it.
Not needed.
Bam.
I cut this sucker in half. Oh my God.
I mean,
And they're like, it's not that big.
yes,
What?
it is.
We totally still could have split one of these sandwiches. There's no way I can eat more than half of this.
It's an
Okay.
American size sandwich.
Supposed to be North Carolina barbecue.
And we have extra
Pulled
barbecue
pork.
sauce inside if we need some more.
Coleslaw, I think we're going to need a little bit more.
I like a wet barbecue sandwich.
That's really good. The flavor of the pork is spot on. There's a crunch from the coleslaw, and the barbecue sauce is good, but we're going to definitely add more to it.
We got to fight off the seagulls, so we'll be back at you.
Funny thing, we ended up trading sandwiches.
Yep.
So we tried each other's sandwiches, and I liked his better, and he liked mine better, so all is good in the world.
I've just got to add a little bit of that barbecue sauce. This is the first time trying the Kinder's barbecue sauce original. They got a whole bunch of different flavors, but I really like it. Very good barbecue sauce.
You know what's crazy? These sandwiches were literally $10 for one and $9 for the other. They are massive. And so we were just talking to some neighbors, and they're like, we've had $100 meals, and your sandwiches look better than what we've been eating. So.
Yeah, the neighbors were in awe of our sandwich. Because they're a sight to see. The camera's not doing it justice. They're ginormous, beautiful,
Delicious sandwiches. Are you eating more of the Maui Wowie? We can't decide.
Okay, so that was a good day, man. Good meal. Feel like I'm ready to go pass out now in Ellie. But I did sea fishing for the first time on a pier. And I think in all, I caught about 15 fish.
Yeah.
About 15 fish, 2 sharks. Whole bunch of different, I caught some croakers, caught some, it was a sea mullet, a bunch of croakers.
Yes, like 10.
That's what I caught the most of. And it's funny because they croak like a frog.
Yeah.
Like that.
I've never heard a fish make a noise like that before.
Yeah, sea fish are so different than what I'm used to growing up around lakes, freshwater lakes and stuff. But what an awesome day. So it was a successful fishing trip. I'm gaining some confidence in it. So I want to catch some bigger fish. They weren't big. They were a bunch of small ones, but caught some fish nonetheless. And I had a ball doing it. It was a great little pier to cut my teeth on.
Yeah,
it's been an awesome stay here.
We fished this morning and we went back this evening.
Yeah, we have started out this morning, took a break, came back because it started getting real busy. and we did some other things. Went piddled around town, shopping and whatnot. And I was like, you know what? I'm chomping at the bits to go again. So it was good. Had a great fishing trip. And I'm ready to do some more at the next pier because I'm going to be doing a lot of fishing this trip. I can already tell you right now.
Let's just talk about the sunset for a second. So what's cool about the Outer Banks is it's a long, skinny island. So in the morning, you've got the sunrise over the ocean, and at night you have the sunset on the sound. So you've got water on both sides of you, and these sunsets are incredible, just stunningly beautiful. We have not caught a sunrise yet because the sun rises at 5:45 in the morning, and I'm just not up that early, but at least we're catching the sunsets, which are gorgeous.
We're catching sunsets and we're catching fish. Woohoo! Yeah! Oh, we're catching tan too.
Oh yeah.
About to go catch some sleep here in a little while. But I think, what are we going to do?
I want to go walk out to the ocean
to the
for a
ocean?
minute. Take our chairs and just sit and chill for a little bit.
Might not be bad. Take the scooter and go ride around, see everybody's campsites. That's always fun. But we only got one scooter this time because the bike rack's not
We have to modify it.
conducive for two scooters. We got to have to modify that. But we got one, but we can't ride together.
Good morning from the Atlantic Ocean. I am the most non-morning person on the face of the earth. Literally set an alarm for 5:25 in the morning to get up to come down to the beach to see the sunrise. It is 5:35. According to the weather app, the sun will be rising in about 10 minutes. It's light, but it's not like sunrise up yet. It is me and one other person on the beach. Jason's making his coffee and he's on his way. I grabbed me a Coke Zero because I didn't want to make coffee yet. So I'm actually up for the sunrise. So last night we saw the beautiful sunset on the Sound. This morning we will see the sunrise over the Atlantic Ocean here on the Outer Banks. We're both here. Jason's coffee got made in time. Sun is not up yet.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Me
Are
neither.
my eyes deceiving me because it's so early? Hold on, let me rub the sleep out of them. No, you're actually really here.
I'm actually up. There's not a lot of things I'll get up early for. A flight, obviously, you have to get up early for. And I guess the sunrise on the Outer Banks.
Her alarm went off and I heard it. She was like, oh, she got up. She said, oh, I don't know if I really want to do this. And I said, well, look out the window. How cloudy is it? Because it's been pretty cloudy in the mornings. And she said, oh, it's cloudy.
Let's go
I
back
look
to
out
bed.
my window and I can see a little bit of sun. I'm like, she's looking for every excuse not to go. I said, let's go. And she jumped up ahead of me. I had to make my coffee. Beat me here, but we're here. We made
here.
it. Did I just repeat everything you said?
Nope. I did not say that that I tried to get out of it. I did try and get out of it.
But anyway,
More people are joining us on the beach this morning for the
I
sunrise.
can see the sun rays bouncing off some of those clouds, so hopefully it's a beautiful sunrise this morning. The water's the calmest we've ever seen it. The wind
Yeah.
is the
Yeah, it's calm.
slowest it's been, the calmest it's been. So, oh, this is nice. I've done this several times. This is even early for me. I'm more of an early bird than
Yeah.
Lisa, but this is early for me. There's nothing more peaceful than a sunrise on a beach. Sunrise on a cruise ship is peaceful, but it's even better on a beach.
I have to agree. This is pretty awesome. Oh, it was totally worth getting up early this morning. That sunrise was amazing. So check, we have seen a sunrise over the Atlantic here at the Outer Banks. So we spent the last 3 days in Cape Hatteras, which is the southernmost part of the Outer Banks. Today, we are moving up a little bit north to the center part around Nag's Head. There's a lot to do up there. We're really excited to explore that area, so be sure to stay tuned for the next video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Bye.